a nation and the people on the move, keeping you up to date. Belmopan Weekly.
Tonight on Belmopan Weekly, Beltrade continues to assist with job creation in Belize. We take a look at what the police department is doing to ensure a safe holiday season. Plus, Mrs. Kim Simplest Barrow hosts her annual Christmas concert. These and more top news stories. Good evening, and thanks so much for being with us on this Thursday, the 8th of December, 2011. I am Carolyn Crawford. Beltrade has been active in attracting foreign investors to our country and encouraging local investors to believe and trust in Belize. They have shown their commitment on several levels, so much so that they have actually, as you may have heard, teamed up with other ministries such as the Ministry of Education to now educate and train Belizeans for this new era of technology, which is Business Processing Outsourcing, or BPO for short. On Tuesday, the 6th of December 2011, our Claudia Groach followed the trail.
We here at Belmopan Weekly have been following Beltrade in their approach to assist Belizeans by equipping them with their new jobs with Business Processing Outsourcing training. We attended the second phase of the BPO training certification ceremony. We spoke with Ms. Shahira McCoy, Director of the Business and Investment Facilitation Unit at Beltrade, and asked about the process and the feedback from the training.
Well, this is our second graduation for the Business Process Outsourcing Certification Program. It has been a lot of work for the trainees that went through this program because they're evaluated along the way. They have to put in the work. So at the end of the session, you do a certification evaluation, and those who successfully completed the 2-week training course are now going to receive their certificates today.
We spoke with one of the successful candidates, Mr. Oscar Vidal, to provide us with his insight and experience in the training.
The training was very informative and educational, and I believe that it has prepared me for this new venture in telemarketing. Of course, no training can fully equip you, but as you go on the job site, there is where you will gain adequate practice. I would like to applaud the efforts of Beltrade for taking the initiative to welcome investors into our country. And of course, the benefits of this is that many Belizeans will have the opportunity for job employment, especially in the field of customer care.
We also spoke with another successful certified candidate, Ms. Marcy Ford.
Well, it's a relief because I know not everybody made it past certification, and after this training my confidence level has risen. I'm more able to hold conversation in English and converse with people more and be confident about it.
It's commendable that Beltrade has such a personal touch with the Belizeans they have been training, and since everyone is confident and enthusiastic with the training, we asked Ms. Shahira McCoy, what next?
I think this program is creating a well-rounded trainee who can now enter the industry and be ready to start. The next training sessions are in January. Belmopan should start on January 9th and Belize City and San Ignacio on the 16th. We are still inviting applications if people are interested. The process is that you go through an interview because we need to know that the persons that are applying for this program are aware of what is expected of the industry, what's required of them, and that they are willing and able to take up the challenge.
For Belmopan Weekly, I am Claudia Groach.
So if you are looking for employment and willing to take up the challenge of joining the business processing industry, which includes telemarketing and other skills such as speedy typing and effective communication in English, contact Beltrade at 14 Orchid Garden Street, Belmopan, or call 822-3737. You can also email them at beltrade@belizeinvest.org.bz. Belize on Wednesday of this week joined the rest of the world in celebrating International Civil Aviation Day. The day is celebrated annually on December 7th. We asked Chief Civil Aviation Officer Mr. Jose Contreras to tell us about the early beginnings.
Today we commemorated International Civil Aviation Day. This day is celebrated annually by the International Civil Aviation Organization, ICAO, in commemoration of the establishment of that organization, which is a United Nations body, which was created in 1944. Today we celebrate we look at issues of civil aviation, and basically civil aviation is the art of flying, the construction of aircraft, the operation of aircraft, and the Department of Civil Aviation is there to regulate all these activities.
Awards were handed out to outstanding personalities, and also a wreath-laying ceremony took place at a special monument built at the municipal airport. Mr. Contreras explained.
The awards were actually discussed and agreed by a committee which was established some weeks ago, and it was chaired by a member of the Department of Civil Aviation, and they decided to give awards to those persons that have really contributed over the years to civil aviation in general. We also had a ceremony at the municipal airport to lay wreaths on a monument that was built there for the pilots that have already gone but are still with us in spirit.
Mr. Contreras stated that all personnel in the Civil Aviation Department undergo rigorous, continuous training so as to ensure safety and security for our flying public. In early January 2012, the Civil Aviation Department will be moving into brand new headquarters. Up next, more for our top news stories. Stay with us.
Every year, thousands of people travel to foreign countries because of a promise for a better life. Many times, however, the promise of better wages, a better job, and a better life for themselves and their families turns out to be a lie. They become victims of human trafficking. You could be a victim of trafficking if your employer or someone acting on his or her behalf is holding your passport, cedula, birth certificate, or other travel documents with or without your consent. Someone has tricked or forced you to leave your country. You are not told the truth about the kind of work you are doing. You are forced to work in order to pay off a loan debt. A stranger has paid for or helped you to get your visa. If you or someone you know is a victim of human trafficking, visit or call the Ministry of Human Development Office or the nearest police station.
Before you get caught up in this lifestyle, think about what could happen. You could end up in prison. Quick end to your life. Your family becomes a target.
Have to protect the life where we live, so you know, so we have to think smart. Have to think smart. Have to protect the life where we live, so you have to watch your head back. Watch your head back. And you know I do nothing negative, cause the past away you can't get back. You fit, you fit.
Don't get caught up in the game. You are worth so much more. The Community Rehabilitation Department is here to support you and your family. Counseling, life skills, family support, educational assistance, linkages to other programs and services, all in an effort to support you as you choose a better life. So come in and visit the Community Rehabilitation Department. Come in, make we reason. It's not too late to start working towards a positive future. For more information on support services for families of children at risk of coming in conflict with the law, contact the Community Rehabilitation Department at 223-2716. This message is brought to you by the Community Rehabilitation Department, the National Committee for Families and Children, and UNICEF.
Welcome back. If you're just joining us, thanks for tuning in. More top news stories now. The Belize National Coast Guard celebrated its 6th year of existence last month, and on Friday, 2nd of December, the 3rd squad of recruits joined its ranks. 36 young men and women graduated after months of specialized and intensive training. Minister of Defense Honorable Carlos Perdomo was a guest speaker at the ceremony and welcomed the young recruits aboard.
Seaman apprenticeship people, the training that you have received over the past 3 months has prepared you for this new profession. You are to confidently go forth and execute your duties as professional Coast Guard officers. Your character must be built on your personal integrity to do what is morally and ethically right in the face of compromise or in the face of offers. There will be occasions when you will face difficulties in executing your duties. You will be put out of your comfort zone, but nevertheless, you will be expected to perform and to serve your people. And it's expected that you will be mentally prepared, brave, and capable to effectively operate as a member of the Coast Guard crew. And so, members of recruit intake number 3, welcome aboard.
Lieutenant Junior Grade Gregory Soberanis also addressed the attendance and spoke about the training the recruits underwent.
Today, the Belize Coast Guard is proud to present the graduating class of recruit intake number 3. The recruits standing before you have endured weeks of rigorous training, sleepless nights, and very long and challenging days. They have persevered, and today they stand together as a testimony of Coast Guard core values: respect, courage, and commitment, as well as the Coast Guard motto, "You trinque paratos," ready for anything.
4 recruits received recognition after excelling in the training. Recruit Melissa Jones received an award for the best female recruit. Recruit Roy Flowers got the Best Swimmer Award. Recruit Godfrey Alford captured the Champion PT Award, and the coveted Champion Recruit Award went to Recruit Glenn No. Christmas 2011 is here, and as the country echoes the cheer and goodwill of the Christmas spirit, the police department is doing their part to improve public relations with the media and secure your holidays. Belmopan Weekly investigates, and Claudia Groach has this report.
The holiday season is here, and while most are spreading joy, others may be up to mischief. This is one of the busiest times of the year for the Belize Police Department, but they're not only playing their role in the game of cops and robbers. Not only are they ramping up their street patrol, but also stepping up their efforts to foster healthy relations with the media and public. We spoke with the person responsible for public relations in the Ministry of Police and Public Safety, Mr. Rafael Martinez, who gave us an inside view of some of the initiatives the police have been engaged in over the past few months.
We have been conducting a countrywide media training. As a matter of fact, it's public relations training with the emphasis on media training and on sharing of information between the public and the police. And we have actually conducted this workshop countrywide, as I mentioned before, with the objective being to have our police officers communicate efficiently and effectively to the media, especially in their area, in their district, and also to foster a relationship between the media, the local media, and themselves.
So why all of a sudden such an interest in media relations? Mr. Martinez had more.
We have so many media stations, so many media houses in our country, and almost every day we have a new one springing up and popping up. And they form a very important source of information. But it's up to us, the police, to manage this information, to share it with the media, with the general public.
Since the Ministry of Police has been holding workshops to equip staff with the tools to effectively communicate with the media, and they have a media policy in place, we ask then, whom can we speak with regarding the heightened security for the holiday season? We were directed to the person in charge of public safety, the Assistant Commissioner of Police and Deputy Commander of Operations, Mr. Russell Blackett.
Just to start with, we have the Christmas Anti-Crime campaign program, which actually began the 24th of November. This will run right through until January 8, 2012. This program entails the intelligence gathering, of course, over the past few Christmases and of late. We have done analysis on intelligence gathering from the special branch, basically, and the other units, as to the preferred targets and possible targets for whatever crime, robberies, which is a major concern around this time. And we do a pre-detail just to focus on the concern areas.
And according to the Assistant Commissioner, citizens can do their part as well in assisting the police with their own protection. Some suggestions were offered, such as walking in groups after work, carrying minimum amount of cash, wearing minimal flashy jewelry, discarding of boxes of your new appliances away from your home, locking up and securing property if you plan to travel, and of course, ensuring you have a designated sober driver if you plan on consuming alcohol. The police department's public relations officer had this last thing to say.
Ensure that you talk to your neighbors. Quite a few of us don't even know the name of our neighbors. And this is where the community need to come together to protect the community. On behalf of the Minister of Police and Public Safety and the staff of the ministry, we want to wish you and your family a most blessed and safe Christmas and a most prosperous New Year.
For Belmopan Weekly, I am Claudia Grouch.
The Ministry of Police and Public Safety, specifically the Information Technology Unit, has produced several safety tip brochures ranging in topics from the protection of lives, the protection and securing of your private homes, and in neighborhood watch groups to the risk of driving while intoxicated, just to name a few. If you would like more information, please contact any police station. We'll be right back with more Belmopan Weekly in a moment. Don't go anywhere.
We regret to inform you that there are no vacancies at this time. You have no skill or experience. You are not prepared. You are not qualified.
This position requires a high school diploma.
We're not interested.
Try again next month or
We're
not qualified.
There are no job openings at this time.
I'm sorry, but we cannot accept him back this year.
We are only as strong as the foundation we are built upon. Remember, as a society, we reap what we sow. However, it's never too late to engage our youths positively and support their dreams and aspirations. For more information on support services for families of children at risk of coming in conflict with the law, contact the Community Rehabilitation Department at 223-2716. This message is brought to you by the Community Rehabilitation Department, the National Committee for Families and Children, and UNICEF.
38 extension officers from all over Belize are sharpening their skills at assisting and better communicating with the farmers in their assigned communities. As you may or may not know, the job of an extension officer includes, but is not limited to, assisting small farmers by giving advice, be it for crops, livestock, or any farming activity. They are generally on site at all times, so that farmers may consult them at any needed time. This course is allowing them to better communicate with the farmers that they work with across the country. As part of their practical exercise, on Tuesday of this week, the extension officers went out into the community and struck dialogues with the farmers in order to get a better idea of their needs. The feedback will be incorporated into the yearly plan of the Ministry of Agriculture for the next fiscal year. Mr. Roberta Harrison, Director of Extension Services, told Belmopan Weekly that the ministry is no longer thinking only about farm production, but about the whole family involvement, which includes their marketing openings, health issues, and other opportunities that farming can provide for the Belizean household.
The extension is now being looked more at from a rural development standpoint, that we're no longer thinking only about production, but we are now looking at the whole family involvement, because indeed that is what it is now. So not only do we look at the production side, but we are now looking at the marketing side, we are looking at health issues, we are looking at other opportunities that farming can provide to the household.
Dr. Wayne Ganpat from the University of the West Indies in Trinidad is here as a consultant for the Food and Agricultural Organization training program and is also the instructor for the one-week exercise. He explains why extension officers and farmers need this training.
The farming community could go so far, but they need technical advice. And the role of extension is to provide modern technical advice to farmers when they need it and how they need it. And that's part of the job that the ministry is providing for them through this FAO project, trying to upgrade their knowledge and their skills. And I'm part of that process. I am helping them to improve their knowledge and skills so that they will be able to provide a better service to farmers. And in the end, everybody else will benefit. If farmers have better knowledge and skills, they produce more, they produce better quality products, consumers will benefit, the country will benefit, agricultural development will take place at a much higher level. So everybody benefits all the way around. But this is the starting point of it all, the extension service.
Dr. Ganpat has over 40 years' experience in the extension field. The entire exercise is being funded by the Ministry of Agriculture and the Food and Agriculture Organization. On Saturday, December 3rd, Special Envoy for Women and Children, Mrs. Kim Simplice Barrow, hosted her second annual Spirit of Christmas concert at the Bliss Center. Approximately 300 invited guests attended the concert, included residents from 5 children's homes from across Belize, as well as the Stella Maris School, St. Luke's Choir, and children from the Belize Cancer Society.
Mrs. Kim Simplice Barrow surprised the crowd when she walked on stage to welcome the children to the concert and wish them a fun morning.
The lady of the hour, too sweet to be sour, Mrs. Kim Simplice Barrow.
Thank you. Good morning. Oh, I can't hear you. Good morning. Welcome to the second annual Christmas concert. Actually, this is the third time we're having this concert.
She also used the opportunity to thank everyone for their support and well wishes since her cancer diagnosis. Mrs. Barrow also delivered a special message to the children afflicted with cancer in the audience, telling them that they will fight the good fight together and in the end they will kiss cancer goodbye.
We're very happy that we not only have children from all the orphanages throughout Belize, but we have children with disabilities who are here today, and we also have children who are suffering from this dreadful disease called cancer. To them, I say, I'm fighting this with you. We will fight this together, and one day we will kiss cancer goodbye. So please be strong, please stay strong, and know that your families are in mine and my family's daily prayers.
The attendees were then treated to performances by Denise Castillo, the Samuel Haynes Band, Ballet Art School, Melanie Gillett, and Sean Saldano, which truly had them feeling the spirit of the season. Additional entertainment was also provided by Uzi the Clown, Santa Claus, as well as Dora and Diego mascots. Super G got the crowd going by performing his most recent hit and inviting others to join along.
Yeah! Yo, yo, tell me something. Are you ready to go home now? Are you ready to go home?
During the ceremony, Chief Executive Officer in the Ministry of Human Development, Ms. Judith Alpuche, handed over gifts to the child care institutions, while their managers each received gift certificates as a token of appreciation for their hard work running the homes. At the end of the 2-hour-long show, each child received a small gift as well as a snack package.
All right.
The Spirit of Christmas concert is held annually, especially for the residents of the child care institutions in Belize. These children, for various reasons, are away from their family during the holidays, and the concert serves as a means of instilling within them the festivity of the season. Mrs. Barrow thanks those performers and sponsors who contributed to the show's success. Well, that's it for another edition of Belmopan Weekly. Thanks for tuning in. If you want to provide feedback or send in your comments, please feel free to email us at production@pressoffice.gov.bz or visit our Facebook page and let us know what you think. We look forward to hearing from you. Have a great week until next time. I'm Carolyn Crawford.